How's it going, my fellow freedom fighters? In today's video, I have my boy Winter V, one of my close friends and mentors in the affiliate marketing space, who went from zero to generating around $5.3 million within his first year in affiliate marketing, which is insane because, you know, a lot of people, they come in and their goals are just making $100,000, right? But just hearing your story, seeing how you were like a high school dropout, don't even have a college degree, and how you just created something for yourself that just blew everyone else's expectations. It's very inspirational, man, because like I said, you know, what you guys are gonna know, the money is great, but the mindset that took him to where it is, or where you are right now, is the most important thing. So really quick, what I want everyone else to know, because since you're new to this channel, kind of tell us your background, Winter, on how you went from nothing to generating 14,000 in 3 months. And usually people stop and get complacent at like the 14 grand a month thing, but then you took it to 5.3 million within your first year.
Yeah, you know, like you said, I was a high school dropout.
Yeah.
I used to be an Intel network engineer, and then the dot-com crash happened. I went back to working at a restaurant, running a restaurant, doing stuff that really barely paid the bills, man. Delivery driving. And then a good friend of mine who turned into my mentor stumbled on this online list building action. And he, you know, within the first couple months, he was generating $4 or $5 grand a month, a decent income. For me, it was like, hey, I'm making the same amount of money. I'm out of the house 60 hours a week, busting my butt, teach me what you're doing. So he taught me. It took me 3 months to like really get in. You know what I'm saying? Because at first, like, you kind of poke at stuff and you're not really solid on it, right? You kind of poke, and it's easy to do that. But seeing him and having him as my example, I knew that it'd work. So once I finally jumped in that third month, 14 grand, I actually earned more that month than he did. So we ended up partnering up. We went on to just keep list building, getting on leaderboards and generating massive affiliate revenue. And you know, it was easy. And, you know, my startup fees initially was less than a couple grand to get started.
Wow, that's insane. And just want to give you guys some background information on how we met, because it's really cool. Because the thing about when you make money online, right, from list building, and we both have our own lists, we both have our own brands, we both have our own sales funnels in place to generate money online, was what tends to happen is you take that money that you make online and then you park it in places like real estate, like multifamily home real estate, and investments like crypto. And that's actually how we met. We met up in the Singapore meetup where you saw us, and we really bonded because of the fact that, like, he has so much wisdom beyond my years, and it's just so cool seeing how your system is set up, your business is set up, and I'm like looking up to you. I'm like, damn, that's literally how, you know, business is built. And, you know, he's personally taking me under his wing, other than teaching me how to grow a nice fancy beard. But he's teaching me how to monetize my list and how to monetize just like my online automatic income, so that I could generate that extra income and passive income, which we talk about on this blog and this YouTube channel, to invest more things in a crypto and real estate, and to just create that freedom lifestyle where you're able to do what it is that you guys want to do. Now, take me back, man, because like I said, it really takes a lot to generate money online, even 6 figures. But you made 5 million. You generated 5 million within your first year. I kind of want to know what was the prerequisite for that, because a lot of people may say you were lucky, a lot of people may be in disbelief. There was probably, I don't know, something in your life. Maybe it was a hardship, maybe it was the fact that you were fearing a broke, or maybe most of the time, sometimes even like a heartbreak or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, the best motivation is either inspiration or desperation. What was it that got you to that 5 million?
Honestly, it was a culmination of all of them. My mom passed away, then my father passed away. On my father's deathbed, he was sitting there telling me, he died of cancer. He was sitting there telling me, Winter, I got to go work. I need to go sit at my desk. I need to get these taxes done. He was a CPA. I got to get these taxes done. And for me, that was a big shift, that moment, to know that, you know, bless my father's heart, hardworking man. I'm an entrepreneur because of him, because I got to witness that.
Yeah.
But also, like, I didn't want to find myself there. I didn't want to find myself in my last moments, in my last days, feeling the need to go and work, right? I wanted to build a legacy to be able to do that. Now, he wasn't fortunate like we are these days, right? He wasn't fortunate to have the internet, to have the power, the speed, the automation of the internet. You know, he had to sit and work in order to generate money. My grandfather, same way. You know, he started a business, grew it to $10 million a year, putting roofs on all the Denny's around America. Yeah. But he had to be there. Now, with the internet, we're able to build these lists, we're able to create info products, we're able to take that money and then invest. And really, it's a beautiful thing, and I feel grateful and honored to be able to be alive during this time, and to have a mentor that was able to show me the key secrets that he implemented. I was able to run with that, take my tech head, spin that on it, and create, you know, that third month, 14 grand, and just keep going from there.
Yeah, and like I said, it's truly impressive just seeing the track record. Because like I said, a lot of people would have gotten complacent at 14,000, but you had that mindset and that shift in your paradigm and thinking, okay, I deserve so much more because of how hard your dad worked, how hard your grandpa worked, and just seeing that, you know, this life was not meant to just sail by. You know, you need to get after life. You just need to go after what you want, and you just gotta like keep on working hard. And like looking at you, seeing how this works, like this guy was on you were doing business calls at like 3 a.m. over here in Pi because of the fact that, man, it's just when you know what it is that you want and you see this vehicle, right, building your own brand, list building, and investing in various things like multifamily home, real estate, crypto, whichever investment thing, you know, you don't want to waste any time. You just want to work your butt off. Now, what I want to know, right, because like I said, you're successful. You got the crazy amount of success, and I'm looking up to you. I'm like learning all the systems from you. But what was the worst day in your entrepreneurial life when maybe you made that 14 grand and then, you know, that income wasn't consistent, and then maybe you did a launch and made a lot of money? I don't know. Was there a point in that year-long period or that 16-month-long period where you almost gave up right before you saw the 5.3 million?
You know, it's funny because there's two answers to that. I had some places where I thought about giving up. That was on the early side.
Okay.
Once I left my job, that, you know, and it wasn't even a job. I was a freelance contractor. So I was accepting jobs. I just stopped accepting jobs in that second to third month.
Yeah.
But honestly, the hardest day in my online career was when I had a $90,000 day. And I realized what I was working on, this project I was working on, it went on to generate just under $4 million in 7 weeks. And the reason it was the hardest day, man, is because I wasn't able to share that with my parents.
Yeah.
Right? They were both passed, and I wasn't able to share, honestly, that wealth with them and tell my father, hey, you don't have to work anymore. You can go on. You know what I mean? So for everyone else out there, like bust your butt now, share it with your family, spread the wealth. You know, and it just, in my opinion, it comes back twofold, and it makes you feel good, and it makes you want to grind even more and work even harder.
No, I like resonate with that actually a lot, what you just said. Just share the wealth when you actually have the time to. Because like I said, for the ones that are watching, you know my background story. My initial goal at Wealth was to become a dentist so that I can make 6 figures, more than my mom, a nurse, or my dad, an engineer, could ever make in a year. And my goal was to take that money and to, you know, have them live a good lifestyle. But like looking into things, right? Seeing my dad working the night shifts, 2 shifts, my mom working 16 hours a day as a nurse, so she's always on her feet. And seeing them every single day like get older, it was a crazy thing, man. Like every single semester I would come home from college and I would literally see them get older, kind of like the pages of one of those animation flip books. And it just blew my mind, and it came to a point where I was like, will this 6 figures as a dentist when I'm in my 30s or 40s be worth it, right? Would it be worth all that money when my parents are like getting old crazy fast, right? And I really resonate with what you said because, dude, man, the time is now. If you're gonna make money, you best do it while you're young, or while you're young at heart. And if there was gonna be an opportunity, it would be online, on the internet, building your own list, and creating a brand where, you know, you're not just making money for a year. You're making money 10 years, 20 years, 30 years down the road. Now, what I want to know, because like I said, I like taking all the little nuggets from your brain whenever we have conversations, whenever we get like tea here in Thailand. Let's say I was like a newbie entrepreneur. How would I actually get started with building a list? Because they say the money is in the list.
The money really is in the list. There's many ways to do it. And, you know, I've created a webinar presentation that shows exactly what my mentor taught me, because when you're starting out, you have so many different avenues, so many different things that you can attack it with. So with this presentation, I really spell it out, A, B, C, D, to show what I was trained. Because if I was starting out without this mentor, without this friend, without seeing factually of him being able to do this, I probably wouldn't be here today. You know, literally, I would not be here today. So I've been able to take that system and explain it in a way that's really laid out, click button easy, so to speak, right? It's not like going and getting a college degree, and it's something that you can get started on really quickly. Because, you know, you mentioned like working years and years generating, you know, 6 figures to be able to help your parents out. But the downside of that, if you were doing that, if you were a dentist and you were doing that, you wouldn't have the time to spend with them, to spend that money with them, right? To spend that freedom with them. With the online business, you know, like here we are in Thailand. Last week we were in Singapore. I'm heading up to New Zealand in a couple days, and I get to be able to create the income and spend the time with the people I love. So, you know, that's it's key.
I'm actually super excited too, because like I said, man, my entire journey on YouTube, on blogging. Like, you've seen me when I'm like drop shipping, you see me when I'm getting into crypto. Now you see me focusing on building a list so that I can invest into crypto. My entire goal with this YouTube channel and just like this brand is to basically bring you guys in on currently what I'm learning, right? And that's why I feel truly blessed, because I get to share the things I learned that are impacting my life, that are helping my friends and my family increase income and freedom for myself, as well as bringing you guys in on their journey as well. And I'm super excited for this class that you're having, because of the fact, man, is everything that we're talking about is exactly what you guys are gonna find out in this live class that's coming up. Link in the description. And I'm super excited. But really quick, I want you to just leave them with like a last word of advice, right? What would you do, say, if you were them watching from the other side of the screen, all you had was maybe $500 to your name. You want to invest in things like multifamily home real estate. You want to invest in things like crypto, but you don't have that disposable income. What would you do with that $500 to turn that into your first $10,000 so that you could diversify it to other things?
Action steps would be build a list. It goes without saying, because that list is something, I love getting on an airplane and mailing my list and landing and having, while I was in the air, pay for that flight, right? So build a list. But more than anything, it's a mindset thing, man. If you're busy online, training yourself, learning, doing, but not executing, then what are you doing? Right? So it's really about speed of execution. It's about gaining that information, that wealth of knowledge, and putting it to use in your life, building what you want, building your legacy, whatever it may be. That's key. It all starts here. And here, take it out, put energy into it, because it'll happen. It'll happen. It's just a matter of executing and doing it. Yeah,
like what Bob Proctor says, where the focus goes, the energy goes, or whatever.
It's true.
Yeah, and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm super excited, guys. If you want to join that special masterclass that I literally twisted his arm to get on because of the fact that he's super busy. He's running a multi-million-dollar business as it is. And I'm just like so lucky and blessed to have you in my life to teach me everything that you know, so that I can kind of cut the learning curve so that I could succeed in the next couple years to my goals, to the extent of how big I want to grow, as opposed to like where you are right now. Just seeing you and like all your friends over my head blows my mind. If you guys want to join that special live class, link in the description. For everyone else, I will see you guys on my blog. Take it easy, guys.